that better. What's up, Kevin?
Jason!
Oh, you went back to the old logo. I think my ears were burning earlier. Nuh-uh.
A little late, huh? Paul.
Yeah.
What's that, Damien? Oh, God, man. My eyes are burning.
Oh, boy.
Steve!
Excuse me.
Okay, so a Stinger or excess batteries? Which one you prefer?
I mean, obviously I'm going to say Stinger.
Of course. Yeah.
But, I mean, honestly, they're both good. Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets are the best. Thank you, Chick-fil-A. Or the guy who had the radio installed that worked for Chick-fil-A.
So how did you just bring the plate? Like
Yeah,
that?
he's like a manager at the store, and we were doing his thing, so. Fro House.
Nice.
Your YouTube channel? It is, What's Fro's channel? Stereo Kings.
Stereo King.
Stereo
Oregon.
Kings. Of Oregon. Yeah,
Mhm.
Stereo Kings of Oregon is Fro House.
Yeah, Jason.
Alright, so we had a little late start. Sorry about that.
Chat.
Apparently we had an issue with an LED bulb.
Actually, it's...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the cigarette lighter.
Yep, that'll do it
Stereo
every
King,
time.
Oregon. Yeah, there you go, Jason.
So. Okay, so catching up. News? Any news? Still no news? No news.
nothing.
Let's talk about, let's just get this out of the way right from the get-go. So, what's up, guys? YouTube look better. Haha. Yes, it does. And, okay, so that is part of the news. Hopefully, by the end of July, we'll have figured out what we're going to do as far as YouTube Live goes. We're still not sure. Not much waiting on this rain in Louisiana.
All the headlights conversion.
I hate headlight conversions.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, no doubt. So yeah, this will be the last one of these for the next 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yes.
Maybe. We'll see how it goes. But
Depends.
as far as this here in this location,
In here.
because of vacations and whatnot, so basically,
Together?
well, yeah, you're not coming.
No.
You got your own vacation to do. So it will be the 20,
Okay, give me a second.
21st.
What are you looking for?
Monday we're back.
Monday.
Or was it the 17th? 17th. I believe it's the Monday.
Oh. The 3rd.
19th. Oh no, go down.
The 3rd.
No. When's July? No, 17th.
Yes.
We'll be back Monday the 17th.
Yeah.
So, vacation with Fernando? No, he's not coming. He's got his own vacation. Do you guys use GoPro? Yes. And no. So, GoPros, if you didn't know, suck. Okay, 5-star car stereo talk on GoPro. Rant start now. GoPros are great if you're going to
20.
put them somewhere, film something, immediately take it from the GoPro and put it onto the internet. If you need to edit, you can edit very vaguely in their app. Is great. If you're going to take that footage and combine it with other footage, then you have to extract the GoPro footage, recompress it into a usable format. If you don't, you get a color shift when you're trying to use it in another application. Because it doesn't know how to read it. They have their own compression, so you have to uncompress it, recompress it. Really sucks, takes tons of time. So, the 2 GoPro sessions that we have turned into time-lapse cameras. So, that's all they do, is they just sit and do time-lapse. Really kind of annoying. We're thinking about, and also like the session sucks because you have to use your phone. You have too many complaints and rants. Dude, it's Monday. It's what Mondays are all about, turd.
Yeah.
That was Haley.
Anthony is like, hello again today. Boo for the 2 last, 1 for the 2 weeks.
Yeah, so. But that's really the news, is that you're going to, we're going to miss
What's
you
up,
guys.
Carlos?
I know since Haley's right there, she's going to, well, that's the thing. The Monday, I'm going to try to convince Haley to do one of these, and while we're on vacation, try to sneak away for an hour.
Hey, what's going on?
Damn, get that. So that's kind of the thing. But anyways, GoPros suck.
Cartooning.
You know, honestly, a smartphone, unless you're going in the water, if you're trying to film stuff, your smartphone will do a much easier job, much easier to edit. The camera that we use for the vlog at the moment is the Canon GX7 II, which is an awesome vlogging camera, so we're really having a good time with that.
Jonathan from Tennessee.
We'll see. If you guys want to see a video on all the crap we use to do this, we'll be more than happy to make one. We just didn't think anyone would be interested in that, so, you know. And honestly, to edit these, I just use iMovie. Keep it simple. iMovie's great for this. Makes a simple timeline. You can do audio. Yes, I'm a Canon fanboy. Yeah, you know that. Haha. Spell Canon right, John. Jeez. You like Canon T3? Yeah, Canon T3 is not a bad camera. I'm more of a bigger body camera guy. I'm going to snob this up for a second. I use the 5Ds and the 7Ds. We shoot the other videos with 80Ds. We do have an SL1, which is really cool because that's like a T3, just a little bit smaller. We bought that because at the time it was the cheapest 1080 camera we could get. That's the camera we put on our gimbal. My wife has a 60. 60 is a nice camera. It's full frame. That's awesome.
Yeah. David is like, enjoy your vacation. Don't worry about us. We'll be here when you get back.
I know, but I worry about you guys. It keeps me up at night. Well, and editing. But, no, 60 is a great camera. Put a nice 50 prime on that thing. Get awesome bokeh, or bokeh, depending on how you want to say it. Okay. It's awesome. Hey, Dean, just wanted to give you guys props on the rant earlier today. Some people just don't understand that you do this for us and don't have to keep up the great work. That and you, Fernando. That's you, buddy. Soundman iPad kits.
Yeah.
He sells them. You can buy them.
Yep.
Do we put them in? Not really.
No. Camilo, say any idea for the iPad in a car customization?
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, Thanks, Chad.
Thank you,
Soundman
Chad.
kits. That's soundmanca.com, I believe.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Doug has great kits.
Yep.
There's another guy that does them too, but I think Doug's are way nicer.
I don't know. It's just like,
what is the difference
easy to get it
and the best between CCA and OFC? What do you guys use? We use CCA. Okay, if you want to see a great video on that, we have one. If you go to YouTube, go to our Kicker playlist. We have the Kicker Power Wire Challenge, I think it might be called. And what they do is they gave us their power wire, and we cook this out of some 8-gauge wire, and we show you the difference between temperature. I got the Nifty 50, the 85, the Prime 24 to 105, and a few others. Yeah. You want my list? You want to feel bad?
Yeah.
I'm a camera snob. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a camera snob. Right now, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna bring my 300 2.8 to Hawaii. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I want to bring it because it's just such. It's the funnest lens. It's so huge, but God, I love taking pictures with it. I don't know why. This is my new toy, EF600. There you go, Eric. Yeah, that's my boy. That's awesome. That's a car.
Yeah. Okay, so Mark is like, love the videos, keep it coming because of the videos. I want you guys to install my radio. I call tomorrow.
Okay.
Cool.
Got chicken nuggets stuck in my tooth. So what am I going to do for for 2 Mondays? Well, okay, so one of the Mondays we might put up just a vacation vlog. We're going to see about that. I know you guys, some of you guys don't care about that, some of you guys don't want to see that, and we'll preface it beforehand, so for all you cardio guys that don't want. Now, if I can go to a shop while I'm there, I'm going to try to get some film of that. That would be fun, I think. We're just going to kind of play it by ear to see how it goes. If you get nothing, you get nothing, but I'm sorry. I mean...
Saludos para Cartoon Shop hasta Costa Rica. ¿Qué tal? Costa Rica, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Not vacationing there, though. Cartooning shop. Okay, you know, yeah, okay, now that looks familiar, because I think I've seen them on Instagram. I think they're on Instagram. LOL, rewatch YouTube videos. There you go!
Yeah.
There is over 600 of them, which brings us to the next point. We did finally hit, we just went over 30,000 last night at about 12:30.
Yep.
I know, because I was up watching it anxiously, so I'm real happy.
Any new stereo kits to replace 2016 Honda Accord stereo? Yes.
Man, I tell you what, Eric, that would be wonderful. No. A lot of people have been just finding extras or relocating the radios because the kit currently sucks. Actually, the kit is fine. The plastic part is fine. The everything else on it sucks. So most people are just relocating the factory radio somewhere. Yes, Chad, a shop in Hawaii would be cool to check out. I found a couple using the Googles, so I'm hoping to get a free couple hours to drag Haley and we'll go check them out. That would be fun. But we'll see. I don't know. They have an itinerary for me that's really crazy. Put up whatever you want. We live this every day. It's true. You know, they need many more amp pros.
Yeah.
Who does? What do we want? Amp pros? Oh, we got, yeah. So, hi guys, I need to make a ring around my 12-inch woofer. I'm putting it in the side panel in the back of my Lexus. I need to mount the woofer, the ring. What about
the ring and the ring of the panel was the best material to use as a ring. I have a 70-200 Sigma 2.8. It's a big and heavy with the gray lens. Yeah, that's
a really nice. Jeff, the guy from the Amp Pro F-150 guy that I went with to Cars and Coffee, he's got that lens. That's a real nice lens. I have the Canon version of that. I know, right? That's a great lens, though. I've played with his. It's kind of fun. I liked it. What's up, Oscar? Hello from Sweden. So the best material to use, most people are going to say use 3/4 MDF or use 3/4 birch. Those two seem to be the most popular. No, we're not going to the Disney Resort in Hawaii. We actually have family there. That's the only reason why I can afford to go, let's be honest. I'm a car stereo installer. Not baller status in the least. No. Plus I got college to pay for, let's be honest. I wish. Shush, Haley. What the heck? On the Pioneer 300 VHS, do I need to worry about adjusting the what?
Adjusting the SLA settings.
Source level adjust. Only, you don't have to worry about it per se. A lot of the times, like aux, USB, or Bluetooth do come in handy. If you have an iPhone, I'm pretty sure you're okay all the way around. Android phones, the SLA becomes very helpful. The easiest way to do that without meters, tools, and all that stuff is find your strongest FM station, okay, and play it at like a nice sound, like 28 on a good song. And then have music already playing on your phone, switch to that source, and see how much lower it is. That was the original idea behind SLA, was so that when you go from AM, CD, aux, you get it all the way across the board the same. I mean, obviously, if you're using deck power, it won't really matter much because the decks pretty much clip out before max power. Really where SLA becomes really helpful is when you're using amplifiers. So if you're using all preamp, then you want to worry about it, because if you crank the volume all the way up to its max for clipping, it's going to be different on the aux, USB, and Bluetooth. So I'd say yes or no. If you're using deck power, I don't think I'd worry about it. 28 is about where they clip out. I don't remember. I have to look at the video again. So or 38. 38 is where they die. So you like go up to 40 on those other things. So it's okay. Love the crossover. What was the one before?
Okay, so
sorry, getting ahead of myself.
Who make a good dash kit for a Nissan Pathfinder 2008 non-navigation?
Did you? I like we said before, always start at bestkits.com or now packaudio.com. Start there, see if they have the kit. If they don't have the kit, then you got to go to Metra. But I'd always start with the bestkit.com and get the kit there. That's going to be if it's available. If it's not available by them, check Metra. Metra is not going to be the best kit. Normally, it's going to be the only kit.
All right. Pablo, my nephew has a show in Tampa Bay 2 weeks of July. So going to stop by and say hi. I'm coming from California.
Awesome. Yeah, stop by. We'll be in the Bay. Paul will be here.
Yeah.
What was the... Okay.
All right, so love the crossover tutorial. Any EQ tutorial coming up?
Yeah, probably. There again, we'll probably blend that into... we want to do a really nice... What's a good Canon for wildlife to go with the 600? 7D Mark II. What we want to do is, like the tutorial, with the vlog, it's giving us the opportunity to do things we couldn't do in the how-to videos. Because the how-to videos are are great and fun. The vlog, I feel, gives us an opportunity to be more one-on-one with you guys without having to get really crazy. You know, the vlog allows us to tell people this is how it actually works in the real world, as opposed to getting into a lot of whiteboard type stuff. So we might work the EQ into that. That's not to say we're not going to go back and shoot an actual full-length video. It's just those are harder to do and involve a lot more time. So you might see something in the vlog on basic EQ setup when we can squeeze that in. A lot of the time, as you see, we car after car after car. We don't have a lot of time to do these things. Last week was unique in that there was a lot of talking, and that took a lot of time. But yeah, we're gonna work on that. Always working. We're always trying to come up with stuff that is entertaining for you guys to watch, because it's just nice that way. Okay. All right, so we went over the 7D Mark II. Yeah, that's a great camera. If you're not worried about the distance so much, obviously the 5D would be wonderful too. But
so Anthony asked, where in Maui you gonna go be?
We're gonna be all over the state. We're gonna stay on.
That's why Susan replied.
Oh yeah, there you go.
We are staying in. Yeah.
Fine. What Sue said. That's where we're gonna be.
What Sue said?
Yeah, that's the wifey. So
she knows what she's doing.
Did anybody watch the end of the video or the vlog this weekend? Did anybody catch the very end of it? Go all the way through the Disney Quest part and catch the very end where you see the lady walking around with the little space bubble in her chest with the kitty cat inside of it? Yeah. That was the funniest thing ever. If you haven't, just fast forward all the way to the end. Is it good to use sound retriever on USB on AVH? Yeah, of course. Why not? Yeah, I mean, I think it's default on. I think I've only ever used it on. Hello from Sweden. I think there was somebody else that was from
Sweden.
Did you say hi?
You guys.
Did you say hi?
Hi?
Did I say hi?
Yeah.
All right. Sweden, we're checking in. We're clocking 2. Come on, say it. Come on, say what? Come on. Oh, what am I gonna say? Yeah, LOL that cat. That was so weird. Sue spotted that. She's like, dude, you gotta film that. And I was like, oh yeah, no crap. Pushing buttons. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny. Did we hit everyone's answer? Did I miss anybody?
I'm just trying to see who say I'm from Sweden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that cat was hilarious. All right, cool. I didn't know if you guys were going to stick around for the end of that. It was an extra 7 minutes of fun. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. We've getting a lot of feedback on this, and we're real happy you guys are giving feedback. About the show as opposed to just questions. Obviously, we want to keep the show going in a direction that you guys find equally entertaining, because that's important to us. I mean, we're going to do our own thing, but if you guys come along for the journey, that's always makes it a little bit easier. About time someone like Pat comes out with that part. Y'all use the Challenger. That's yes. And actually, they're not the only ones. We just got in the iDataLink version of those. Mm-hmm. iDataLink makes the same thing, and Kenwood actually makes an amplifier that plugs directly into it. Audio Control is going to as well. The Audison Prima amplifiers will. Rockford 360 will have a version that will do that. So that stuff is just finally starting to ship. Amp had theirs. The pack piece was first. You're going to start, I think by next year that stuff's going to be super mainstream. And yeah, it's really, it is so awesome. I mean, dude, I can't tell you how much better that was than sitting there dinking around with trying to sum that crap.
Alright, so Chad say, I'm gonna try next time.
Try what?
I don't know. Martin, I loved the vlog last night, but did you notice in the midway to the end of the video, you boys were off? But that was a great video.
It's a possibility. It was getting late, and I don't know what camera we're using. Sometimes there is a little bit of voice drift. Mm-hmm. That's unavoidable.
So Ernie say I use my iPad and external mic and the iPad with Octagon app. Octave app. And the EQ setup is the.
Is that sufficient? Yeah. I mean, we use the iPad with the audio control. Audio control has their microphone, so we plug that into our iPod. I'm gonna check that app out though, because I feel kind of the audio control one is cool, but I'm always up for more stuff. So yeah.
So Jason, what happened on Saturday? When we answered him, but I don't know. I don't think you go see it.
What happened on Saturday? We were answering, but I don't think you. Saw what? I don't remember. That's probably why I didn't do it. Because I forgot.
What was the question? On Saturday, the RF 360.
Rockford Fosgate 360
Yeah.
is cool. Yes.
Those systems can be pain in the ass.
Yes. Yes. Oh yeah. Totally. I'm just waiting for. See that? Okay. So the pack piece goes behind the radio. The
Really?
iData-Link piece goes at the amplifier. So you take the amplifier out. So they're two totally different models. So that's going to be weird.
So I have a 2013 F-150 crew cab with the Sony navigation system. I hate the Sony system. What I can do to upgrade, but keep the factory radio.
Right now, the 2013 compatibility isn't out for the two products yet. It's coming though, so it depends. If you want to wait, that's one thing. It'll be available. At that, if you don't want to wait, you have two options. Obviously, you can go with some form of high-level to low-level adapter, or if you're not opposed to putting in some form of external volume control, other than using the steering wheel controls or whatnot, well, that sucks too, because then you lose your navigation. Really, at this point, the only option available to you is some kind of summing device, like an LC7i or an LC8i or LCQ1 or an 810D or any other a JL fix or anything like that. That's really the cool piece for yours. Won't be out till sometime next year, but it is coming.
David say, what part of Disney has the arcade
That's
closing soon?
That was formerly part of Downtown Disney, which used to be Pleasure Island. So it was Pleasure Island, then it was Downtown Disney. Now they've rebuilt the whole area, and it's called Disney Springs, and that's part of the reason why the arcade is going away, because they're doing a whole new craziness. At the end of the vlog, you asked what we like for stereo gear. Several people were answering, and you said this is winding down, and the show ended. Oh.
No, you
I hit the button?
ended, yes.
Oh, that was me. I hit the damn button. We never got back to that.
Yeah.
That was a great question, too.
When you asked what gear everyone
Yes.
likes on
Yes.
Saturday. Yeah.
No. I hit the button and it just screwed everything up. So, yeah, no, that's a good thing. I mean, that was a great question Saturday. Thanks for bringing that back up, Jason. You guys always ask us, and what is your favorite equipment? So comment or ask us what we like and stuff like that. Let us know what you like, what you guys are running in your cars. Go ahead and you don't have to put that in this, but maybe add it into this. Let us know what you guys like, the brands that you guys are all about. That's what we were getting at. Thanks, Jason. I totally forgot about that.
All right, so you catch Thomas. I know you guys only have factory in your cars, but do you guys dispose of kids having aftermarket systems?
Yeah, so Haley had a Ford Explorer, and she had an app radio 4 with a JL 4-channel amp, Kicker Exelon components up front, and a Kicker Exelon sub in the back. Sue's car, she just that transitioned down. So hers right now is factory Bose, which she hates, but it's there.
And Gabby, no, it's so factory.
Actually,
I just
you just put some Phoenix Gold speakers in it.
Phoenix Gold speakers. That's it.
Yeah, it sucks. There's so much stuff I want though, and it's like driving me crazy.
Definitely.
It's about ready to explode. Kicker Exelon. Oh, sorry, Kenwood Exelon. Dude, you're on it, man.
Yeah. Chad, we missed the part of Disney when we went. Kind of glad. We have never go out there. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's rough, man. It's which it's good though, because they serve beer. So a lot of people tell me that it, like a friend of mine, when they go, he just chills out and watches all the people and drinks beer all day. I mean, it's Disney prices, but it's fun.
All right. Dante say, Dean, how do you remember all these model numbers? I can barely remember my phone number.
I can't remember my phone number. It's a trade-off. No, it's I don't know. I don't know. I mean, this is just the one thing that kind of stuck, so I ran with it. But yeah, certain model numbers I'm really good with. Prices, I suck. Prices, I can't remember any prices, and it drives me crazy. It stresses me out. I just...
Alright,
but
so
I can remember model numbers.
Griffin, hey guys, can your system over time rob your trunk?
Rob your trunk?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Over time. Your system... Can your system over time rob?
Warp your trunk.
Warp.
Yes. Anything that's metal can be warped. So yes, is it a bad thing? Is it going to happen? Probably not. But yeah, I've had guys that have had monster systems in their car where the trunks that bent their things and the water would be getting in. And there's a couple. Oh, these are older cars that were actually built well. These new cars aren't built for shit. So, ever been to Disney Boardwalk? Yeah, I've stayed at the. There's 2 hotels that are on the boardwalk, the actual hotel there, the DVC, and then there's another DVC hotel over there that has a sandy bottom pool, which is the coolest thing ever. The pool's actually sand on the bottom. We stayed there. Friends, not me, but friends. I stayed with friends. But yeah, no, the boardwalk is pretty sweet. You can get to the boardwalk by exiting Epcot.
Alright, so Martin, Dean, do you feel the Rockford Prime 500.1, it's enough power for 2 JL10W3 subs in a sealed enclosure?
No, not in a sealed enclosure. You could probably get away in a ported enclosure. If you're going to do sealed, you really want more power than a normal box just because you're going to seal them. I mean, you could probably do it, but I mean, I know we would do it because Paul loves to sell that amplifier, and the price difference between the 500 and the 750 is so high. You might want to look into like the Kicker 600. It's 100 watts more, or the Pioneer 9601. The Pioneer 9601 will probably be similar in price, maybe a little bit more, but give you a lot more power.
Alright, so Martin, did you say the amp gains 12 volts car off or 14 volts car running? And does the amp clip at the same level either way?
That's a good question. Typically we set the gains with the car off. I mean, input sensitivity is typically input sensitivity, so I mean, I don't really think it's going to matter much. But that's a good question. You know what? We'll do some testing on that and let you know in the next couple, when we get, either when we get back or whatnot. We'll see if there's a difference between car running. We'll set up a test. That's a great test. Remember that. Write that one down. We're going to do a test on that. I'm curious myself now that you mentioned that. So we'll set it up. We'll set it up 12 volts. We'll set it up for whatever it is running, which isn't going to be 14 because no car is really 14 volts. And we'll just see if we'll put a voltmeter on it and all the tools, and then we could see if there's any difference between running or not volting. I mean, the output voltage would be different, but we're only worried about input voltage. So yeah, let's see what. Yeah, okay.
All right.
We'll check into that.
Jason, Kicker excellent.
Yeah, no, I got that.
Kenwood head units.
What about them? They're good. We got them. No, I had no Kenwood. Okay, my last car before this car, I had a full Kenwood Exelon system in it. So I've run Kenwood for years.
Cartoning from he want to know what is the model number of the lights that we use.
If you go to any one of it's all under lights.
Lights. Yeah,
lights. We put all the part numbers and links to those products in all the videos now. So and we've broken them out even further. So like there's a light section I think now. So if you want to get the lights, there's hand tools, power tools, stuff. Power tools, I think so, ¿no? I think it's just in a light section. I think we just put them all in lights.
Bueno, mira, si quieres checa en los videos que tenemos en YouTube de las luces y ahí está el modelo en la parte de abajo. So. Okay, Eric, I have a weird thing happening in my 8500. Now let me touch or move. This is because this is so hot here in California, or it just locks up?
The radio's locking up?
Yeah.
Okay, I had a weird thing happen with my 8500. Not
from Daytona. Valerie from Daytona. Thomas, I
Your 8500 shouldn't lock up. I mean, it is 5 years old. I'm thinking there's probably more of an issue with the unit opening. There's probably a ribbon cable issue. That would make more sense than it just being because it's hot. Yeah, I think it's probably an age thing.
Valerie from Daytona.
Yeah. What about it?
Hi.
Hi, Valerie. How you doing?
Thomas say hi. Has Bill give you any more information about the release of the audio control DSP Bluetooth?
No, he hasn't. I haven't asked him either.
Yeah. Anthony.
Okay, keep going.
We have a Kia dealership down the road, and every time they bring us one of the stereos, salesman says, "I have another pop can for you to work on."
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Martin, cool guys. Thank you for the honesty.
Another pop can?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Old school Rockford 800 A2 before by Best Buy.
Yeah, Best Buy killed a lot of brands. I got to be honest with you. Best Buy and Circuit City. I mean, you know, when Alpine went into Circuit City, that was kind of like, wow, really? I mean, they tried to be all tough and say like they had like, you know, they only can be installed and they can only do this. And basically what they were scared to death of was that they were going to get pallets of their radios back. But then once they started selling lots of their radios, they started making products for them. It was like...
What is SRY 8200?
Where? I'm thinking it was probably autocorrect for an 8200.
Okay. Yes, probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
80. Oh, so it's an 85.
80.
All right, so he's got an 8200. Sorry. So he's saying sorry it was an 8200. No, if it's doing that, man, you need to get that back. Okay, so yeah, if you're 8200, are you going grocery shopping with me? Seriously? Really? Not right at the moment, but yeah, I'd love to. But if your 8200 is acting up like that, that is not normal by any stretch of the imagination. No, it's not a heat issue. There's something wrong with the radio. So you definitely need to get that back and get that checked out.
Okay, John. Hey guys, I have a Pioneer ABH 2800 BS. Does the small aux jack in the back of the head unit accept video input?
Yes.
Or it's just
no,
for audio?
It's a video input. So we've used that in the past for HDMI input. If you don't want it, like it's like on a 3800 and a 5800, they have rear camera. The video input on the back is for a front-facing camera, so that takes up any chance of you being able to get an HDMI input using the iSimple Media Links cable. So we use that port with the aux to RCA adapter to allow us to get HDMI into the unit. So yeah, that's a full AV input.
Okay, Darren. Hi there from Canada. Enjoy your videos on YouTube and Facebook. What are your thoughts on the GMC premium Bose system or any premium sound system in any truck that have the option and it's worth getting it or put the money into the aftermarket system?
So right now the premium Bose system, okay, so all right. So the question is this: if I buy a truck with a premium sound system like the GM, it's groceries talk with Dean Fernando. What's for dinner? Anyways, so if you buy a Chevy, GM, whatever, or a Toyota with a JBL, a Dodge with an Infiniti, Chrysler, Bose, any one of those premium systems typically sucks. However, now with the way the audio is going, with these abilities to add things like Amp Pro and stuff like that, it kind of changes the outlook. Normally I would say get the radio with the base stereo that you can, because you're going to take it out and put what you want in it. However, if you're buying a GMC pickup truck and it's loaded with the 8-inch or 10-inch or whatever it is touchscreen with the backup sensors and the butt jiggling when the backup sensors go off and the 400 USBs and all that, and it comes with a Bose system, next year we'll have the most Amp Pro available for us so that we can interface with those to get that cool RC output that we got in that Challenger the other day. So in that case, that would be awesome. Now, if you're planning, if you're like, I don't really care about that screen, I want these features, then no. Then buy the cheap little 4.3 inch, plan on putting your own screen in and rock from there. But, so, not yet, but future-wise, that premium radio is actually going to be a benefit that you'll be able to still add all your aftermarket equipment to. The downside is you're going to be paying for that speakers and sub and amp that are all going to come out, just so that you can have the ability to get a preamp section and have the factory features built into it. Now, with the iData Link currently out and stuff like that, you can take one of the Kenwoods, the Pioneers, the Alpines, put them in the dash and get all those features anyway. So, I mean, today, if you ask me today, I'm still leaning on trying not get anything cool from the factory, just to get the cheapest radio I can, because I'm going to tear it out. But next year might be a different story.
Alright, any current 12 volts Blu-ray players that you know? I can find any.
Vox was the only company that made. Yeah, Vox was the only company that made one, and they stopped. They couldn't sell it, so that's pretty much non-product.
No, baby ribs here.
Baby ribs.
Smoker.
Baby ribs?
Yeah.
Oh.
On the smoker as we watch.
Oh, okay. Grocery talk, baby.
Yeah, Anthony. Hey guys, when you're installing in the vehicle with a truck, how do you guys go about getting bass inside the cab? When using rear speakers, I have a 96 Grand Marquis that is pretty much sealed.
That's a trunk, by the way. Yeah, trunk. Grand Marquis. Yeah, Grand Marquis are really tough to get bass in those. Most of the guys, when they buy Grand Marquis or Grand Marquis, do 15s in the trunk to make them sound like 10s. I've had guys that have built boxes in the well and then tunnel them up to the rear deck. I had one guy that did 4 10s, cut out the whole rear deck and put 4 10s on the shelf facing up. But most of the time, the easiest way to get bass in that car is 15s in the trunk and just settle for the fact that they're going to sound like 10s or 12s. Kind of sucks, but that's just that car. Haley, you should cook a good meal for your hard-working dad. I think I want to come home to burning down. Yeah. Macaroni and cheese, minute 15 seconds. Yeah. Okay, did we catch everything up?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
We didn't miss anybody? So guys, let us know what, let us know what equipment you have in your cars. What I mean, obviously, we know you like Pioneer, we know you like that, but let us know what stuff you're running. Just curious. I mean, you guys like Super Tweeters, you guys like Rockford. Bass and McQueese is easy, no back seat. McQueese, no back seat. Well, okay, yeah, just do a wall behind the driver. I told you about the Bonneville we did with Nathan back in the day when I worked at my previous employer. When I first got my job, what got me the job was my buddy. He was able, as soon as we started, we were able to get Orion employee discount. Kenwood and audio system. And
that's cool.
Once we got the once we got employee discount, we went crazy and bought a ton of Orion stuff. So he bought 8 15s. So we built a wall in a Bonneville, and that was exciting. 2 Orion Beasts, crazy ass box. I think it took us 2 weeks to build this box because he had like all this mathematical crap and just perfectly. It looked like, it was retarded. And they slid on, it was nuts. And then we took it all out because it was too heavy. Soundstream and jail audio. Okay. Apparently Fernando doesn't want to be part of the show anymore. I understand. Alright, what else you got? Alright. So, anyways. Streaming or tuning? Oh, Bill got back to me. Either. So audio control is going to actually, you were asking about the Bluetooth, those old school Orions. Missed those. I totally miss them. So the old school Orion, I liked them before they went to the new logo. Soundstream was great in the 90s before they all caught on fire. Fair enough. Clean your knees. There. Oh, try to hit the camera, Fernando.
I kick it. Sorry, my bad. What's the dash?
Sorry, I work for a living. Damn, my knees are dirty. I don't wear jeans like him. There, now they're clean. So when, anyways, so their audio control is gonna have 2 Bluetooth apparently. Those are installer knees. That's correct. And this is an installer elbow. This is a messed up finger. You guys, okay, so finger, real quick. Everyone's asked me, well, not everyone, a couple guys have asked me, they've seen videos where I'm using my finger to point to things. What happened to Audio Bomb? We put one in today. Where I'm from, that was big thing. That was a long time ago. Yeah, they just, I think the company that was running that was just kind of like, they were just searching for the next best thing. So they moved on. They had a half dozen other products they were making too. There was like, knock it down next time. There was a, what do they had? They had, there was another company called Alpha Sonic. There was another company that had like a first aid logo to it. I can't remember what that was. But Audio Bond just kind of was their own problem. They just kind of faded into the sunset and went away.
I used to have that.
But we put it on. We put in, yeah, the flames.
Yeah.
Well, the amp we put in it was.
No, but not that was not that one.
No, but that was an Audio Bond
Yeah.
amplifier.
Yeah.
Yeah, classic car stereo. It won't be in black and white.
Might have the meters.
Oh yeah, meters. Oh, the Wolfenhagen too. You had that Wolfenhagen.
Yeah.
That was cool. I had a guy that had a VW thing, and he bought all Wolfenhagen stuff because it sounded German, and he wanted to put it in his German car.
Okay.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Swiss Audio. That's it. Thanks, Chad.
Audio.
Yeah.
Nice.
Rawinder? Hi.
Wonder.
Sing.
Hi.
I know where he's from.
I still got my 212s.
Sound awesome.
Sound awesome.
I have a pair of... okay, so Finger, real quick. We start off. Please tell me about Pioneer. What do you want to know about Pioneer? Love the family of vids. Give Fernando a GoPro. So, yeah, well, yes. Fernando's going to have some fun while he's on vacation. He's going to send it to me so I can include it in the vlog. Yep. Okay, so Finger, real quick. Router accident. Pulverized my finger. Round over bit. Doing some stupid shit I wasn't supposed to. It was the most disgusting thing ever. They wanted to cut it off. They didn't. Life goes on. Kenwood versus Pioneer. Okay, that's a kind of a broad topic. Do you have model numbers that you're interested in? Because a lot of the stuff overlaps. As far as quality control goes, or quality goes, they're both very similar in quality and performance. Feature-wise, they're almost identical. Mainly comes down to, I want an 8200 Pioneer, and I'm looking to buy that. The closest thing to the 8200 is going to be the 893 S. The main difference between those two is going to be the actual navigation. Kenwood is going to use Garmin. Pioneer is going to use their own. So that's that. As far as feature goes, the main difference is going to be the Pioneer has the auto EQ. The Kenwood, you have to manually set up the EQ. But those are in a nutshell some of the basic features. They both have 50 watts before. They both have a capacitive touchscreen. So they're very similar. The operating system is totally different. 4201 versus the 7704. The 4201 has a detachable face of the DVD player. The 7704 does not have either one of those things. 7704 is newer. Has newer technology. Is going to be faster, I think, than the 4201. 4201 is now in production year number 2. Ouch. ET thing. The sucky thing is I fucked up my finger. I'm sorry, messed up my finger. Like, I just bought a brand new camera, and that's the camera button finger. I just got a new camera, and I pulverized, so I had to learn how to use this finger to take pictures. And I had this giant like bundle of shit on here, so I'd hold it and take it. It was hilarious. It sucks so bad.
Okay, so Darren, thanks for the information. I have a 5800 BHS that I bought last year for my current truck, which I'm planning to trade or sell. My question is, like, should I leave the radio in the car or take it out and put it in the new car?
Well, I'm a firm believer in that if you kept the factory radio, put the factory radio back in. a 5800 still has a decent street value. So even if you want to, yeah, 1 second, Jason. If you like the 58. If you take the 5800 out, put the factory radio back in, and let's say you want to get a new radio, like let's say you want to upgrade to a 4200, a 9903, whatever, there's still like $200 worth of street value in that radio that you're not, why would you give it away? You know what I mean? So I always recommend taking the radio out, even if you're not going to use it. There's always a relative, a friend, a buddy that you could sell this thing to. Even if you get $100 for it, yeah, but why not put it in a new car? It's still a relevant radio. It's still a great radio. I mean, the only difference between a 5800 and the new radio is the model number. 491 is the same radio. So what did Fro say about the table saw?
I table saw my thumbs years ago.
Okay, so this finger, if you notice, is not perfectly round on the tip. That would be table saw. This one's router, and before it was the router, it was also a table saw. I'm not big on these things, man. It's like hitting the off button on the phone accidentally. I'm not bragging, by the way. It sucked. Yeah.
Sing.
Yes. Which one should I
go with?
I mean, that's entirely up to you. As far as should you go with the 8200 or go with the Kenwood, I always tell people, and I've said this a million times, go to a store if you can, find the radio, see if it makes sense to you. The two operating systems are totally different. Kenwood and Pioneer, though, are very similar in features. They go about getting there two totally different ways. It either makes sense to you or it doesn't. And that's really the deal breaker. Is you know, if you're a Windows guy, you don't like Mac. If you're a Mac guy, you can't do anything with a Windows. The two operating systems on the radio are the same way.
Alright, so Martin, first system, ADS amplifiers.
Ooh. Yeah, Altec Lansing.
Yeah, Rockford Subs, and the 72-4 Maverick.
All right.
It was loud and clear.
Oh, man, ADS. I miss those guys. Yeah, loud and clear, Rudy. I miss ADS amplifiers. Those were cool. I used to really want a set of those because those were affordable from Crutchfield.
David, Pioneer AVX P7300 DVD all the way.
One day I'll replace the Giant
Tennessee. To go. Yeah.
Well, they do have the new flip out coming that's going to have CarPlay and Android Auto.
And the Mustang, that was under the seat.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, big ass tuners, big ass brain boxes. Yep, love it.
Or should I run of the highs?
What was that one?
I don't know.
All right, well, move on.
Okay, yes. Ain't got nothing. Chad, I have an Orion 225 on the A12s JL.
Oh wow, 225.
W1 and an S10 Blazer.
Wow, is it an original 225 without the removable center plate, or is it a newer one with the removable center plate? Waiting for it. Flip out. Yeah. Yep. The new flip out's coming. Best Buy has both models. You can play with them. Yes, both. Well, they don't have the Exelon version of the radios. They only have the non-Exelon version. But you can get the basic idea. Any Kenwood radio, any Pioneer radio, the operating system, it doesn't matter. You don't have to have an 8200. All the radios basically work the same. Kenwood is basically the same way. All the radios basically work the same. So if you can find a Pioneer on display and you can find a Kenwood on display, play with the operating systems. It doesn't matter the model number. Get whichever one you want from that point. But they're basically, it's that. Is it me or is the feed dead? Might be you. I mean, we're hopefully not that boring.
All right. So Moises, she's like, for a 2015 Lexus IS 250. I got nothing about him. Or should I run off the highs? That's it. That's the only two.
I don't know. How many guys do you think are in the industry watching 5-Star Fro and I count for 2? That's a good question. I think there's actually quite a few. I don't think a lot of people admit to it, but I've ran into Ray West was on, who's friends with mine, a friend of a friend, should I say? But no, I think we get a lot of people. I mean, the other day when I was at Cars and Coffee, which I didn't film, one of the guys here was like, "Hey man, come and listen to this," and I'm like, "Okay." It's like, I watch your shows all the time. I'm like, "Yeah, okay." yes, I felt good. But no, I don't know. I hope a lot. I mean, if anything, why not?
Dante, I love my 4200 NEX. I think it's the best for the money. Android Auto works great for maps. So
there you go, glowing
no
review,
need for
4200.
the updates. There you go. That's good.
Best Buy still has car audio. Yeah, I know. We were walking through there the other day looking for some headphones and a new camera, and
David, wait for it. Flip out. That's awesome. That's nice. Yeah. Original.
LC2i. Okay,
Yeah.
so that okay.
So he trying to do. So what are you trying to do? Like your subs?
We have a sad face. Moses? Working. Hey guys, on a Pioneer deck, X491. Spotify seems to have album artwork only on an iPhone. Man, I gotta be honest with you, you get Spotify, Pandora, anything like that to work on a Pioneer deck, rock on. Yeah, it's constantly broke. So if it's playing album artwork for you right now, perfect. If you have an Android phone and it's not, I'm not surprised. They just, that's the problem when these companies team up with
Jeff.
these other companies. When Pioneer or Kenwood team up with these Pandora, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and all these, and these guys update their apps, they totally queer the deal for everybody. They'll break them, and then they'll be like, oh, I mean, we get questions constantly. Hey, is Pandora supposed to do this? Yeah. Is it? No. Why? Because. Oh, we got an A.
All right.
Add new subs.
Yes. So should I connect my LC2i to the stock amplifier subwoofer?
Yes.
For the 2015 Lexus, or should I run it from the highs?
No, run it from the Lexus. Okay, if you're only going to use the LC2i, yes, connect it to the factory sub, and that's all you're going to use the LC2i for. Don't plan on using the main out for anything. Just use the sub out. Yes, that's all you need it for. And then you can use the AccuBase to fix the bass roll off, and you're all set and done. So connect it to the factory sub. Yeah, that's what you do. If you want to run a highs amp, get something else to connect to the highs. Get another one if you need to, or just get rid of the 2i and get an LC7i to power everything. 8-inch JL sub with amp, gonna have good bass.
Yes.
Depends what you call good bass. I'm not a big fan of 8s. If you like by good bass, if you just mean like a decent amount of dump sound, then yeah, it'll be okay. I mean, it's not gonna be cracking your window or anything like that, unless it's like a JL W7 8, in which case, yeah, that would probably sound pretty good. But just a basic 8, not by my standards, is it going to be good bass. And I'm not trying to be, anything. I prefer a bigger sub.
Yeah. Jason, Kenwood OS is like iPhone icon based on Pioneer. Listed.
Kenwood OS is like iPhone icon based. Pioneer is like based in like a Windows Vista. Really? I never really thought of it like that. Because I'm a Mac guy and I can't stand the Kenwood operating system. But alright, there you go. What he said. I have a JL8 and it's crazy power. So there you go. He likes the Aaron. You and Ruinder talk to each other.
Where's the model? There you go.
Yeah.
Anthony,
yes.
Have you guys have any luck with anything working with wireless mirroring? Said my Panasonic plasma TV can mirror, no problem.
Wireless mirroring. Okay, the reason why your Panasonic probably has Miracast built into it, and these radios don't have Miracast built into them, which sucks. So that's why we always recommend that Belkin thing. I don't know what is taking these guys so long to get this figured out. The only thing I can think is that it's a lawyer issue. That they're like, there's no reason why you should be able, there's no reason why you should be mirroring anything in the dashboard.
When you drive it.
I don't get it, man. It just blows my mind. I know that like Kenwood had their Miracast dongle that was supposed to be sold here in the United States, and it was supposed to do all this cool stuff, and then it didn't pass FCC, so now it's sold in Australia. I don't know how it works in Australia. They do sell it on eBay here. They're shipping it over from from Australia, and it's really expensive. That's why I haven't bought one to test it, because I don't want to do with it after I was done. And I know you guys don't, you don't want to spend $80 on a Belkin Miracast dongle, so there's no way you want to spend $150 on a Pioneer dongle. So that's why I haven't got one to test that out. Have you guys found a good subwoofer to fit behind the rear seat of the new F-150? No. No, not at all. We go under the seat in that truck. I mean, that box is tiny.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Precision Power? Precision Power got bought out by DEI, and then now they're owned by another company that makes. They're basically turned into nothing. Yeah, all those companies kind of fell away, but they're still out there. It's just not Precision Power out of New Mexico anymore, or Arizona, I should say, out of Arizona.
DINA.
Din? What?
Yeah.
Dina. I don't know.
I don't know.
What's the next one?
Great for dual zone for kids in the back.
What do you got? Whatever happened.
Anthony said DLNA.
Okay.
And then great for dual zone.
Oh, great for dual zone in the back for kids. Yeah, the 4200.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I having an issue with a good base out of my system.
Very soon
I'm running a
streaming and getting
4200.
closer and tuning. Handwritten message. Okay, so Bill writes, as generic as this is, we're back to the question on the audio control. When is the Bluetooth stuff coming out for it? Very soon on streaming, meaning they're going to release the streaming dongle, and getting closer in the tuning one. So basically the same answer I got before, just it's not any. There's no date. They're owned by Power Acoustic. There you go.
Okay.
Epsilon Electronics owns them. Yep, that's them. Thank you.
Okay, so Jeff, hey guys, I have an issue getting good bass of my 4200 running a 500.1 Rockford and a 2 Pioneer shallow.
Craig, what dual cast dongle are you running? Can you give me the model number on that? That would be wonderful. Thank you. All right, I'm sorry.
All right,
go ahead.
so problem with the getting good bass, 4200, 500.1,
yeah,
210, Pioneer shallow ones.
Yes.
The bass is they wire at 2 ohms.
Yes.
And that's at like around 45 hertz.
Okay.
So the punch EQ, and I'm not getting a good bass.
What kind of truck is it?
What's
his name?
Say Jeff.
Jeff, what kind of truck do you have, and what kind of box is that in? Did you know the guy that built the first Orion amps are coming back out with them? Oh really? I have a PXV9 amp. What is the subsonic setting for? Getting late. Going home to our families. Have a good night. See you, Aaron, whatever, buddy. See ya. Thanks for stopping by. Chevy Colorado. Oh, okay. Oh, that's why. Yeah, Jeff. Jeff is the guy. Yeah, Colorado 05. Box is too small. Seats too close to the floor. Yeah, that's a tough one. You're not going to get good bass out of them with that seat smashed into the floor. It's sealed box built to spec for the woofers. And therein lies the problem. Built in spec for the woofers. Okay. Shell mount woofers, really, the specs. Okay. I built lots of boxes. I'm not the box god. I'm not anything like that. But the reality of it is, when it comes to shell mount woofers, to feel like you need to put them in spec airspace, no. It doesn't happen. You build a shell mount woofer box to the fit that you need, and you just pray at the end that the woofer is going to sound good. You built a box to spec. Good idea, probably not the best way to do it. You want to build a box, you want to make sure when it's down firing or up firing that there's 1 inch to 1.5 inches of space above the woofer. That's more important than actually getting the airspace behind the woofer for the box, in the box, because you want to make sure that there's travel. I'm going to get to the question in a minute. So that's the most important thing, is that there's air on the face of the woofer, not so much the air on the back of the woofer. It's counter, it doesn't make sense, I know, but I've built some really tiny, thin boxes for these woofers, and they've sounded amazing. I've built boxes to spec, and they've sounded like crap. So you want to get more air underneath the woofer. And to test this out, I don't know if you built the box yourself, but you could always, just to test it out, try, take it, because I believe in that you probably had to take the back seat out to get underneath to get the box in there. If you can lift the box up off the floor just to test it out, see if you can get another inch of airspace, see if that helps it sound better, then what you want to do is remove that inch that you took off the top of the box so they can sit in floor.
All right.
Raise the back seat. Yeah, there you go. Raise the back seat. I raised my back seat. Really? Okay, shit. Maybe go to 112. But that's it's a small box underneath that back seat. It's never going to sound amazing. What about building a center console for, between the front and rear seats? Something like that might be a better option if you're trying to get that super deep low bass. But you already raised your back seat and you're not getting... I had the old shallow from rear subs and they hit really hard. They did, and then they changed them. And they came out with the new ones, and the new ones don't hit really hard because they took away the air ride suspension. Model number is a DMH25. Okay. Thank you. DMH25. All right, I'll have to look that up. Okay, so that's about the subsonic control. Subsonic control in a PDX V9 is a high-pass crossover for your subwoofer. What it does is subwoofers don't need to reproduce sounds that are below their tuning frequency, so to speak. So that, like, for example, 20 hertz, 25 hertz, these are all sounds that you can't hear and the woofer doesn't need to reproduce. If you turn on the subsonic filter, it will eliminate that. I'm missing on 80 and above frequencies. The 45 hertz is hitting hard, which is very characteristic of the Pioneer. Maybe you want to think about going with a kicker woofer. Comp RT, if you're looking to get a higher bass, that's kind of what they're known for. Anyways, the subsonic filter, by using a high pass crossover in your subwoofer, it's taking away all the sound that the subwoofers don't need to produce, because it's a lot of work for the amplifier to produce sounds you can't hear. So if you put a high pass crossover on them and reduce the intensity of the amplifier trying to produce 25 hertz or 30 hertz for that matter, then your amplifier becomes more efficient. It runs a little cooler. I hope in some way that made sense. Okay, good information, guys. Thanks. Keep it up. What was the question? What did I missed a couple?
I totally missed.
Let me see. Good information. I'm missing. Yes. Okay. What's up? On the Toyota, do you need to use both antenna wires? My brother said he just put in a Pioneer and his HD radio is not working. You don't have to use both, but depending on the Toyotas typically have an antenna on one side and on the other. And if there's really no antenna to combine the two, what's probably missing is the remote turn or the power antenna wire for that. So have him check to make sure that the blue wire in the harness is connected. If it's not, that's why. Most Toyotas, people just forget to hook up the amplified antenna wire. Model number, okay, I had the old shell up front, yes, those sounded good. I raised my back seat. Dean, new audio control amp. Dean, Alpine, or new audio control amps. Martin, PDX V9 or new audio control amps. Depends what you're trying to do. If you have a radio that has RCA outputs, I really don't feel the need to pay for something that has really bitchin' high level to low level built into it. I'd probably go with the PDX V9. If I'm looking to do some form of integration, then I'd go with the audio control. Now when audio control comes out with their version of the amplifier that doesn't have the high level to low level integration, might be a real competitor and something to think about. Okay. Thanks guys. Subsonic information, you bet, Ryan. Guys, I put a Kenwood in my Tundra 2008 and I put a new camera back up when I put it in reverse. This backup screen now. Okay, wait a minute, guys. I put a new Kenwood in a 2008 Tundra, and when I put new camera back up, and when I put in reverse, black screen shows up, not camera. What's powering the camera is really the question on that. If you're putting in reverse and you get a black screen, one of two things: A, the power to the camera is not good, or B, you have it plugged into the wrong input on the back of the radio. If you have a Kenwood doesn't differentiate between, like Pioneer gives you a brown and a yellow. Kenwood puts two yellows, so a lot of people accidentally put the camera into the video instead of the camera. So check to make sure the camera has power. Check to make sure you have it plugged into the right input. This is the way I'm watching you guys at this very moment. Love wireless mirroring function. Me too. I'm going to check that out. I want to get one of those and do some testing. For where are you from? Where are you from?
From Mexico. Mexico City.
You got a home address?
Yeah, I can give it to you.
How long have you been in the United States?
Oh, man.
Mexico City, Mexico. Okay, so we good?
No, we
missed a whole bunch?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry if we missed your question. We can get it tomorrow or any day during the week when we chime in to say hi. But right now, we're going to call this a night. It's been fun. It's been real. We're going to be back again tomorrow for a couple of little bits at some point in time, usually around between 2 and 3 o'clock. So, if you missed this or we didn't somehow answer your question, or hey, he's from Chilango. Chilango.
Yeah. Chilango.
Chilango. If I use the non-LC version of the audio control, yes, that'd be cool. That's what I want, non-LC version of the audio control. Go shopping. I don't want to go shopping. Okay, later, guys. All right, guys, you guys have a great night as always, and we will see you later next time. Bye.